Okay, so you are going to begin with your big ball in a standing position with your hips back against the wall. Your feet are a little bit away from the wall and your feet are kind of wide. We're going to bend your knees and keep the hips in contact with the wall. We're going to roll the ball out forward and reach the fingers forward in this position. So you're in kind of like a downward dog position here, doing a little elongation. And I want you to try and even out the pressure that you have in your hips on the wall. And you're going to inhale out and back into those left ribs. And exhale. So we're starting with an inhale for a count of 5 and an exhale for a count of 5. On the exhale, you are engaging a little bit in the core, so the belly is just drawing up towards the spine a little bit. Inhale again, out and back into the left ribs. And exhale. Let the right ribs fall towards the floor a little bit on that exhale. Going to go ahead and roll the ball back in. Okay. So you are going to switch positions here. The ball is going to come behind your back. And you're going to walk your feet out forward, away from the wall. So you have some space here, and you're just totally leaning into the ball here. Your hands are going to be on your shoulders. And I want you to bend your knees. You're going to sit your hips back. And then exhale, press to straighten. So as you lower down, I want you to focus on pressing that left knee out to the side just a little bit. And press to straighten. You're lengthening through the crown of the head. The chin is dropped back slightly towards the throat. Good, inhale down. Exhale, press, engage the glutes a little bit at the top. And now I want you to try to stay down in this position. You're reaching your right arm overhead and place it back down. Left arm reaches and lower down and switch and switch. Whew. And go ahead and straighten up the whole way. Walk it in. Good. And you're going to spin around. So I want you to take your hands onto the ball. You're going to roll it the whole way up the wall. And you're going to stand underneath. Really reaching your fingertips up nice and high. Shoulders are shrugged up into the ears. And then relax the shoulders down. So the ball is going to roll up just a little higher and then lower back down. Have a little bit of awareness through the glutes. And you're dropping that tailbone heavy towards the floor. Trying not to overcorrect those hips, okay? So maybe take a peek and see if one hip is rotated a little bit more forward than the other. And last time, lower down. Good, roll the ball back down. And you can place the ball off the side for now. We're going to come onto your back. And you are going to grab the small ball and place it in between your inner thighs. You're going to lay flat onto your back here. Okay, so I want you to take your fingers to the front of the ribs, thumbs wrap behind. On your inhale, you're going to breathe into your left thumb and right fingers for a count of 6. And exhale for a count of 6. On the next repetition, on your exhale, I want you to press inward slightly on that ball. Okay, so inhale for a count of 7. Exhale for a count of 7. So each time you're trying to increase it by 1 second, working your way up to 10 seconds total. You're going to remove the ball now and place it under your right foot. Arms are going to come to a hover here off the floor. I want you to inhale, you're going to roll the ball away, arms and leg reach away. And exhale, return, belly pulls back towards the spine. As you inhale, try and drop the left ribs back towards the floor. And exhale, return. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, return. Try to keep your weight even in both hips. Inhale again. And exhale, belly drops back towards the spine. Good. Okay, we'll go ahead and swap sides. So now your left foot is on top, right foot is on the floor. You're going to inhale, arms reach overhead, leg straightens out. So you're only going back as far as you're able to control the ribs here. So if you start to feel the ribs pop up right about here, this is all the higher I want you to go with the arms. So our goal isn't to make it the whole way back to the mat, it's just to have that control. You're going to have some energy out the leg that's moving. Try not to just flop it out as you straighten out that leg. Good. Have that nice awareness through the core. And one more time, inhaling. And exhale. Nice job. Go ahead and grab the ball. Place it in between your inner thighs again. And you're going to bring your hands to the side of the hips like magnets. Okay, so flat palms here, and you just have a little bit of pressure inward here. You're going to pick up the tailbone, pick up the lower back, and the middle back. Good, and then you're just settling your weight in between your shoulder blades, slight inward pressure on that ball. And I want you to glide the hips a little bit into that left hand, just slightly, okay? Not overdoing it, and then just keep that sensation of the hips hugging over towards that left side. And piece by piece, laying it back down. And exhale again, pressure inward on the ball, rolling up through the spine, reaching the knees beyond the toes, finding length out through the top of the head. And slowly come back down. Hands act as magnets here. Good. And one more time, pressing inward slightly on that ball and rolling it up. Reaching the knees forward, dropping the chin down, belly pulls back slightly, and then slowly lay it back down. Piece by piece. Good. Nice job. Remove the ball and shake it out. Nice job. All right, so we're going to come onto your elbows and your knees next. Toes are going to tuck under. Actually, no, they're not. They're going to stay flat. And you're going to extend your right leg back behind you. And the toes are on the floor, knees on the floor. Not on the floor. Knee is pointed towards the floor. You're finding length through the spine. I want you to exhale, and you're going to lift that leg up to hip height. And inhale, lower. Make sure you're not opening the hips to the side. Make sure you're not dropping the left ribs forward. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Finding length through the back of the neck. And you're connecting to your glute and your hamstring of the leg that's moving. And one more time, exhale, lift. Good, bring that leg underneath. And now you're going to straighten the left leg back behind you. And exhale and lift. Make sure you're opening up in between your shoulder blades here. You're not sinking the chest towards the floor. Each time you lift the leg, you're pulling the belly back towards the spine just a little bit more. Again, try not to open the hips to the side. You want the hips square to the floor. One more time, and exhale and lift. Good, bring that knee in. Sit the hips back, open up the knees, and give yourself a nice rest. Good, wonderful work, that's it.